Hey, you guys.
Hey, everybody.
We are so excited to be with you today. We're going to be talking about two things, okay, that are really going to help you and your team stand out above the crowd.
Yes.
Okay. Oftentimes when we're in this mass momentum, we really want to get our message out, okay?
Yep.
And it's very easy to fall into hustle mode, okay? And you feel the need to constantly send out messages to everyone on your friends list, okay? This is something...
I mean, we tend to get excited, right? We all get excited, especially when we're doing something, we're starting a business that we are super passionate about, okay? We just, everybody needs this, okay? Everybody can benefit from this. We have that feeling of this is so exciting. I just want to reach everybody, scream it from the mountaintops, right? However, we're going to talk about that a little bit more tonight.
Okay, because a lot of times when we are super excited, okay, that over enthusiasm sometimes can actually be detrimental to our business.
Yep.
Okay, if you're sending out random copy paste messages or even just random messages to everybody on your friends list, but you haven't engaged with them before, it's very easy to fall into the spammy Sammy
Or spammy Tammy.
and spammy Stan, okay, type of behaviors.
Yes.
Okay, I can count every single day how many I get personally in my my messenger inbox. In fact, I was going through one the other day, and I'm like, once a month, without fail, I am on somebody's friends list, and they are continuing to send me new promo and new things like that. But guess what, you guys? We have never once engaged.
Yep.
So do you think that I'm going to actually buy one of these products? Is that something that I am going to look forward to get? Yeah, it sounds pretty cool, and I'm sure that they're amazing products, but the way in which it's being portrayed in this mass momentum that this person is in is very, very off-putting.
And the interesting thing is a lot of us, even if we are interested in, let's say, that product, that product looks actually really cool, okay?
Yes.
We're most likely going to go around that particular person that is attempting to blow up our newsfeed with a bunch of spammy messages, simply because we don't want to be bothered by them, right? We don't know this person and they're blowing up our inbox with offer after offer after offer, okay? Yeah. We're most likely going to find a way to go around them to get the product, even if we are interested.
And I'm curious how many of you are the same way, okay? Because honestly, I'll see something, I'm like, oh, that's kind of a unique idea, or that's interesting. But I am a research buyer. I will do research on the ingredients or the program or the way that it's just packaged. Not only am I in marketing, but I'm also a research buyer, so I'm like a double threat, okay? Before I am willing to invest in something, even though it may be high quality. So how do you, and teach your team how to stand out in the newsfeed, because there is so much noise. There is so many people that are doing these very similar tactics. Again, I get multiple ones a day, okay? And it is in enthusiasm. You don't know what you don't know. And actually, Tim and I, when we first got started, I am embarrassed. I am embarrassed to admit today that sometimes I will have...
You have to laugh. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at it because, like Becky's mentioning, I still go through my messenger every now and then, and I started a friendship with somebody, and occasionally that messenger feed pops up, and I'm going, and I see that original first message that I sent them, and I'm just like, face palm, like, oh man, what was I doing?
And it's very interesting too, because you'll get birthday notifications, okay, and that was a tactic that we use, is when it's somebody's birthday, you just make sure you send a message to them, okay, and so you guys, we've been doing this for going on 4 years now, I think it is, and I still have those pop up, and I get that sinking pit in my stomach, like, oh, I did that, right? I didn't know what I didn't know at the time, and it's okay if you don't know what you don't know, but the point is, how do you engage more effectively? How do you get more people interested in you and your products, and ultimately to join your team, because that is what you want, correct? This is what you're building your business for, is you want to gain new clientele and also team members, okay? So the number one most important thing that is going to help you stand out above the crowd is to treat each person as exactly that.
A person.
A person. Okay. They're not a number of your friends following. They're not a digit or a heart. They're not a thumbs up. Okay. They're not any of the emojis that they may show and throw your way. They are an actual human being.
Yeah, because sometimes we really get caught up in the fact that it's just about the numbers, okay? It's about, I've got 5 people that liked it, or 10 people, or whatever that is, or, hey, 2 people messaged me back. We get caught up in the how many people loved it, how many people liked it, how many people even responded, if any at all. We get caught in the metric instead of, hey, these are actually people on the other end
Yes.
with families, with lives, with, husbands, wives, kids. These are real, living, breathing people. And we tend to sometimes forget that.
Yeah, oftentimes, in fact, there's been chatter about Facebook getting rid of some of the likes and things because they call them vanity metrics.
Yep.
How many people have seen your video? How many people have liked your post? How many people have commented?
Yep.
And it is very much the metric side of things where, oh my gosh, I have 3,946 followers. I'm doing amazing.
Woohoo!
That's great. But how many of
are
those
engaging?
Exactly. How
many conversations are you having? And I'm not just saying, hey, thanks for liking my friend request. Deep conversations. How many conversations have you actually gotten into where you're finding out about this person and what they're actually doing, what they're into? Conversations will always beat metrics, numbers.
Absolutely.
You can have 1 million followers, okay? And that's great. You're getting lots of likes, you're getting lots of loves.
Maybe.
But it's actually better to have 100 people that are actively, consistently having conversations, engaging with you, that is much better than having millions who are just occasionally hitting the like button.
Yes, and that plays a big part in the algorithm, which we don't have to get time to go into tonight. But it is very important, like Tim said, to consider. Do you want quantity or do you want quality? Okay, because ultimately quality is those people who are following you, they're tuning in because you have something that they need. They've identified you as either somebody who's edutaining, okay, they're educating and being entertained by you, or you got some great philosophies, or you got some great tactics that you're sharing with them, or you're just a genuinely good, awesome person that they want to get to know better. Okay, you've got to start developing that know, like, and trust, and you cannot do that if you're treating people as just a number. Okay.
And that goes into number 2, you guys.
It does.
Okay. Number 2 is you need to, when we're actually putting out our messages, okay, whether that's a Facebook Live that you're doing, whether it is a actual post, whether you're getting into Messenger and you're having these conversations, think about and be thoughtful about the content that you're putting out. Okay. It's about taking a moment and stepping back and saying, okay, who is the person that I want to talk to? Who are the people I want to attract, have in my inner circle, engage with, that dinner table kind of conversation? Who would I invite over for dinner? Who are these kinds of people? And then what might they be struggling with, or what are they if you've had conversations with them before? And make sure you're putting out content that is actually relevant to what they have going on. Not just simply putting content out there on your page just for the sake of putting content on your page. It's that whole idea of if you're just throwing sketty in the wall and you're not really being thoughtful and thinking about, is this going to help the person that I'm speaking to? Okay. And just seeing if it's going to stick, you're not really, it again comes back to like number 1, you're not really having that deep conversation. You're not really engaging people. You're just simply throwing stuff out for the sake of throwing stuff out.
Yeah, and it's actually, and I'm glad that you phrased it the way that you did about simply just throwing spaghetti out and just doing content for the sake of doing content. There is so much, and you'll hear us say this too, that quality content, you got to put content out there. But the key here is quality and pertinent and relevant content to your specific ideal prospect. Because again, if I'm attempting to sell hamburger, I'm not going to be necessarily posting about vegan dishes. Okay? It's incongruent. People are going to be confused, like hamburger, like vegan hamburgers, or like what is this going, what is going on here? It's not going to be congruent. And it's not going to be thoughtful for your audience if you're not really taking some time and considering who's this person, what might they actually be struggling with, and what resources or information do I have that I might be able to share with them to help them have a better day today.
And this also, you guys, ties back into number 1 that we talked about. If you're actually having conversations with people, if you're actually getting in your Messenger feed, or you have people engaging on your Facebook Live, for instance, and they're putting comments and you're actually responding back to their comment and you're finding out a little bit about them, okay, before you put your content out there, you'll actually know what your audience, or have an idea of what your audience is, who they are, what they're dealing with. You'll actually know or have an idea whether your content is valuable for the people that you're talking to or not.
Yes. So you guys, these are two things that are going to help you stand out and your team as you're working with them above the crowd, because it is custom tailored to your audience.
Yes.
You're being real, honest, vulnerable about it. You're treating people like people, and you're being thoughtful about what it is you're sharing because you genuinely want to help them with their issues.
Exactly.
All right, you guys, we appreciate you joining us tonight, spending a little bit of time. If you have not already, make sure that you have followed and subscribed so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming trainings, and we will see you soon.
And you guys, be curious, be bold, take action, and remember that it is choice.